By the link in the title, you already know what type of time we on. Game is the teacher realizes the cop discover her disturbing secret. I'm gonna leave body cam link in the description after the video.
They're young. And
Now we're gonna start out with a little teaser, then we're gonna get into it.
well, you're being an educator, not supposed to do that, but it's really the age.
Isn't he 15?
I mean, it's a middle school. What kind of sicko?
When disturbing messages between a Texas teacher and a middle school student surface online, detectives step in to investigate. But her sickening admissions are far worse than they could have ever imagined.
I just saw your hand in the cookie jar.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never
See, I
been
just
seen
saw your
before
hand in the
until
cookie jar.
now. On July 19th, 2023, the Nacogdoches Police Department receives a call from district officers at McMichael Middle School.
Hey, we've got a situation where a teacher has been, I guess, having an inappropriate relationship with a student outside of school, and it just came to our attention. Another kid here at the school showed the principal over here some Snapchats that were corresponding between the child and the teacher, but we believe everything's been happening during this summer break out in town.
The messages, anonymously posted to Facebook 4 days earlier on July 15th, show conversations between a student and 24-year-old teacher Annalie Andrews, a reading interventionist who was just hired by the district for the recent school year. Investigators contact the student's mother, and she arrives at the police station unaware of the shocking discovery.
We've looked at these messages, and they are obviously a little concerning, maybe even a little inappropriate. So I want you to look at these. They're messages from Snapchat. Are you familiar with Snapchat?
I don't have it.
Well, these messages are from Snapchat, basically, which is an application that you can send messages and pictures and videos back and forth to someone, and these messages and videos, after a certain period of time, they disappear.
However, it appears that someone was able to gain access to the child's Snapchat account, as at least 12 screenshots were captured and 2 chats were deleted.
What grade is your son in? I'm sorry, I'm not
He's
familiar.
going into ninth grade this year.
Okay, so he's going into the 9th grade, and how old is he?
15.
15. Did he just turn 15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when did
21st.
this is
Yeah,
a grown
baby.
Allegedly, this is a grown woman.
I would think he would have enough sense of right from wrong.
We really want to stop this from happening further. Like,
Yeah.
we're taking the initiative to do this. We don't want, if something is happening, we want to stop it now. We don't want it to progress.
I mean, that's a middle school. What kind of sicko?
Yeah. We agree.
Yeah.
We definitely agree.
Though school is out for the summer, investigators are able to intercept the teacher, Ms. Andrews, as she arrives on campus to turn in computer equipment. The evidence made public is already damning, but her own admissions will soon expose the full, horrifying truth.
Hey, hi, Gabby. I'm with the police department. My name's Detective Ball. I'd like to visit with you for a few minutes. Have you got a few minutes for us?
I think so.
Do you want to talk here?
I'm a little busy, but
Okay, sure. Let's go in here. Long story short, I know you're in a hurry, and we don't want to hold you up. One, you don't have to talk to us.
okay.
You know you're not under arrest or anything like that.
Okay.
But, do you know what we're here about? Something's come up.
I mean, I'm not really sure.
Tell us about it.
The mistake I made was, letting him, contact me,
Yeah.
and, you know, we just talked, and I didn't, you know, think anything of it really. He, sort of, started to, make me feel uncomfortable, and after, you know, after I could tell that was how he was thinking, you know, and also just getting some space away from the situation.
Right.
You know, I went on vacation. I, like, applied to a totally different job. Actually, I'm like going overseas now to
Okay.
like go volunteer on mercy ships.
Notably, Ms. Andrews' resignation letter was submitted on the same day the screenshots were shared to Facebook. In the email sent to administrators,
Damage
she describes
control.
traveling overseas to teach at a small academy for children and considers returning to McMichael Middle School in the future.
Was he a direct student of yours, or was he just in the school and he was just that guy?
He was in the school.
Okay.
He wasn't one of my students.
Okay.
During his forensic interview, the student explained he first met Ms. Andrews when his friends told him to go to her classroom, when he should have been in jazz class. It was there they exchanged Snapchat information.
I probably said some things that I shouldn't have said to him, but nothing criminal ever happened between us. And I don't know what he said. And it's just really frustrating. I don't know what I was accused of exactly.
Following the Facebook post, Ms. Andrews messaged the anonymous poster on Instagram. In her message, she wrote, "Who are you? What do you want?" The anonymous person replied, "I know what you did." While Ms. Andrews denies anything criminal took place, the detective hints that he knows more about the situation than she realizes.
I mean, you know how you were a teacher when the kids, you catch one, just for example, hand in the cookie jar. I just saw your hand in the cookie jar.
The messages suggest the pair met outside of school on multiple occasions. In one exchange, Ms. Andrews arranges to pick up the student at his home, and he writes, "Park in front of the house like last time."
We only were at his house. I mean, I just picked him up from his house, so we never really spent a long time there.
Did you go inside?
I did go inside once or twice.
All right, fine. Hey, do you see us going, oh my God, we're just talking. Well, hey, this is not.
I am.
We just
Gotcha.
I just have a lot going on right now. About
Right.
to get on a plane.
Again, remember what I said. This whole thing, we're going to get through this.
In other messages, they agree to meet in parking lots and even at a local Domino's.
Domino's? Just across the street from my house. Okay.
Across the street from her house.
What are you thinking right now? What does it sound like to you?
Could be screwing somebody that's old enough to drive.
Ms. Andrews also writes, "Just say you're going to hang out with a friend."
For a good 2 weeks, he was spending a lot of time out of the house, which is weird for him because he's normally just in the house and on a game. But it was right around the time school let out, so I thought he was just hanging with his
She was grooming him up.
friends. Wow.
Y'all first see each other for the first time. Does he, show interest in you? Do you show interest in him? How did this kind of get spun up so quick? Or has this been going on for the whole last school year?
No. So I'm obviously I'm not an idiot. I'm sure part of me in the back of my mind probably knew that he might flirt with me or even try to do something, but I just thought that I just assumed of course I wouldn't do that. Of course that wouldn't happen. I just was uncomfortable, and I only knew him and not the other kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure I was partially uncomfortable because I shouldn't have been there. But I was just lonely and wanted someone to hang out with.
Let me ask you this. How many times did y'all meet?
How you sound?
I
Hang out with a 15-year-old?
think. I'm just trying to I didn't count. Probably
She lonely and wanting to hang out with a 15-year-old. When you can get some of that grown man. You feel me? Come on, girl, you tripping. Now look at you. Disgusting.
3 times.
3,
Two or
sure it
two or
wasn't a
three.
little more than that?
I don't know. I'm not trying to think of a number. I just don't really remember.
Less than 10?
Oh, much less than 10.
5-ish?
I think it was less than 5.
Less than 5?
But according to the student, the two met outside of school approximately 6 or 7 times.
Met at his house. Where else did y'all meet?
And the other place we went to the park, whatever park is like sort of in that area, and you know there were some other kids there, and just like it was just it was just so stupid, and I felt uncomfortable the whole time, and I didn't even know why I was there.
Because he's a smooth talker.
Yeah, you
He
did.
is. He knows how to speak
It sounds so
to an
stupid,
attractive
but
young lady.
like-
Hey, listen.
It
We-
sounds really stupid, but like, you know, and it also like, you know, like I had gotten to know him as a friend, you know,
He's a
and
good
so
kid.
he's a good kid, and I am just too open, and I'm too, like, I'm too
Nice.
trusting and
Nice.
too nice.
Understand the cop ain't bashing their child by saying he a smooth talker. He's just trying to get her to open more to him. And that's what she doing. It's a tactic.
And that I hate to have learned that lesson.
Those
this
are
way.
not bad traits to have in this 2023.
By the student's recollection, the first time he, quote, hung out with Ms. Andrews was at a place she took him to, which he calls the mansion.
So at his house, at a park, where else did y'all meet?
The only other place was we went to a property I have. It has, you know, it just has, I mean, it's just a nice place to hang out, I guess.
Ms. Andrews explains the vacant property belongs to her mother and is occasionally rented out to guests. She'll later take the investigators to the mansion so they can see it for themselves. But as the
Little brother's
messages
at the
revealed,
mansion.
hanging out was far from the only thing they were
What?
doing there.
There's mention of drugs.
I'm the same grandma of what?
Now, we did.
You know he going. He was going to the mansion. And don't be in the comment, why you stopping it? Because I want to, man. Ali.
Learn a little bit about some. And
Gotta get a
it's not legal
commentary.
in Texas yet. Every other state just about it's legal, but we saw a little about some smoking. What's going on with that?
I mean, he brought it and he offered me some. I said yes.
They'll just smoke together like people smoke. Okay. That was his. I'm talking about marijuana. Are we talking about the same thing?
Yes.
No cocaine or meth, none of that nonsense. Okay, all right, good.
But based on the child's forensic interview and the more cryptic messages, investigators are certain something far worse occurred between them.
How many times did some sort of inappropriate sexual event happen? How many times are we talking?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You trying to make herself cry. Stop playing with us.
3 times. Okay, fair enough. You're 3 times. You're pretty sure on that?
So
3 times.
I'm
Okay.
not quite sure.
But here's the important part to this. Out of those 3 times, did you ever force him?
No, I said no. I said
Okay.
no.
Okay. Did you ever trick him into doing it?
No.
Did you ever say, "I'll buy you Domino's pizza,"
Oh my
or
gosh.
to?
I said no the first time, like a bunch of times.
Okay. Well, no. Keep in mind, we have to ask these
Oh.
questions because we have got to weigh: are you this horrible monster, or are you some?
That's kind of saying like you saying no is kind of saying like the child are you, but no, you are the child. Come on, man. Let's be real.
Somebody that made a silly mistake?
While she's adamant she said no multiple times, according to the child's forensic interview, Ms. Andrews was the one who first initiated
She
the
probably was
inappropriate
that-
physical
Nah.
contact. Still, she tries to explain to the investigator that it was the student who made advances, and it was unwanted.
So y'all are there. He gets personal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you open up to him?
A little
A
bit.
little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Where does it progress from there?
I mean, he tried to kiss me and I backed away.
Okay.
And he, you know, I mean, obviously I didn't get up and walk away, which is what I should have done, but I was still just uncomfortable and kind of pushing him off and saying like that I didn't want to do it. And, you know, he was just really hot and heavy, honestly, and he was just saying that like he was almost done. He just wanted to do it.
Hot and heavy.
And I just, I guess I just, yeah. I mean,
You
it
wanted
was
that
kind
back
of
beat out.
annoying
That's what
that
you wanted. Just tell the
things
truth.
happened.
Take
Was
your
that
jail
the
time.
really
First
quick.
sexual encounter. Okay. Believe it or not, these type of situations happen frequently. Here's the whole thing. He's just a hair young. That's the only thing that makes this why we're here. You understand that, right? And well, you're being educated, you're not supposed to do that, but it's really the age. I mean, you know how old he is?
I understand.
Do you know how old he is?
Yes.
How old is he?
Isn't he 15?
Although Ms. Andrews is correct that the child is now 15, by her own admissions, their meetings took place during the first 2 weeks of summer break, when he was still only 14 years old.
Oh,
Hey, it's okay.
Lord.
Look at me. Breathe. It's okay. Have we freaked out? No, we have a
Oh.
job to do. Now, if he was like 13, that's really bad. This is not, it's illegal. I'm going to say, but it's not way, way crazy. It is illegal. It is. But I've already told you, when we get through talking, you're going to go about your way.
Now
Hey, Cat.
seemingly more at ease, Ms. Andrews begins sharing additional details about other encounters.
By that time, like, I was just in the wrong mindset, and so it did happen another time.
And that was, when I say 50-50, both parties agreed to this?
Yeah, if
Okay.
that.
If that,
If that.
you were apprehensive, but went against your better judgment and...
Exactly.
Okay.
By this time, like, I didn't say no as much.
You didn't say no at all?
I mean, I did tell him that, like, we shouldn't do it, and, but I did say, like, I was always, like, antagonistic about the situation and, saying that we shouldn't do it. But in my mind, I wasn't aggressive enough.
Or is he using protection?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Lord knows where he got it.
According to the student's forensic interview, before bringing the child to the mansion, Ms. Andrews stopped at a CVS and purchased the condoms herself.
He practicing
After several
safe.
encounters on the trail
nothing
outside
wrong
the
with that.
mansion property,
Proud of
the
that
used condoms would be
15-year-old.
discarded in a nearby creek. Additional acts took place inside the house itself.
We were in,
Oh, y'all were throwing them in the creek.
apartment.
No.
and then
Why was y'all contaminating the creek, though? You know how many kids, like, man, back in the day, we used to go play in the creek. Now y'all contaminating it. Oh. They tripping. They tripping, man. Contaminating the creek.
at some point, he moved me to the bed that was inside.
The room with the carpet is outside?
It's in the air-conditioned garage.
Oh, okay. So, did you say he took you into a room with a bed?
Yes.
Okay. Be correct about this because it matters. From the transition from the original, the touching, to it's obvious he wants to have sex until the act. Is he forcing you?
He just didn't really give me much of a chance to say no. I mean, he was just really forward and, like, hands-on, you know what I mean? I mean, he would forcibly do things, but just not in a violent way.
The investigator then asks what they would do after each encounter.
So just say what he would do what you like.
Spend time together, just talking.
As couples do? A couple
For lack
that,
of a better phrase.
for lack of a lot better phrase, but yes, as people that have
Yeah.
somewhat of an interest in each other do, that are in a
I suppose
relationship.
so.
Well, I don't agree to it because it sounds, that's.
Little
again,
15-year-old
lack
got
of-
game.
After asking her permission,
They
Ms.
pulled
Andrews
the
agrees to
teacher.
take the detective to the mansion where the incidents took place. While
I'm not promoting this in no which way, so don't be in the comments on me like, I know you ain't. I'm not promoting that, ladies. I'm not. But listen. Little man was using protection. So we gonna give him that. His pops and mama taught him well. Because she said, I don't know how he was getting them unless she was grabbing them for the store from him. But either way, I'm proud of him. But contaminating the lake, we ain't going to be doing that, sir. We ain't going to be doing that. We ain't going to be doing that. Well, the creek. Let me get it right. Because I know y'all correct me in them comments.
Waiting on a camera to photograph the location, he asks
don't
Annalie to
play
share
in no
more
comments
details
on
about the
YouTube.
volunteer group, Mercy Ships.
It's Christian and it's like a supportive environment, and so I wanted to be somewhere where I could mature and have spiritual support and people around me that I trusted, and just to grow as a person and as a teacher.
Right.
And so I would be staying there for 2 years.
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
With the detective's encouragement, Ms. Andrews seems to believe a 2-year trip abroad is still on the table. She'll later learn that her next destination won't be overseas. Once a camera arrives, an officer begins to take photographs of the property.
Matt, is this the bedroom we were talking about earlier?
Yes, sir.
Did y'all ever spend any full nights out here, or just?
I mean, we were out pretty late, but never a full night.
And the main thing, what we have to look at, obviously this place is not like what we're normally used to going into. If we walked in here and there's a broken lamp and glass and marks on it, and we're like, okay, sir, was there a struggle? Was it him? Was it you? That's why we got to.
Okay.
Don't read any more into it than what, that's the deal. This is more of a, just to say we're doing our job.
I understand, yeah.
Sure.
That makes sense.
The air-conditioned garage she earlier mentioned is also photographed. The room contains twin bunk beds, stuffed animals, and a ping-pong table, seemingly designed to appeal to children. Once they're finished, investigators ask Ms. Andrews to voluntarily hand over her cell phone, and she agrees.
Does anybody else know about what's going on?
My mom knows.
Tell your mom.
Yes, sir.
What advice did mom give?
What advice did she give?
Did the right thing?
She just told me to do the right thing.
The following morning, Ms. Andrews sent another email to administrators, resigning from her teaching position effective immediately. The student's mother also returned to provide consent for investigators to perform a forensic examination of her son's phone. It was then they discovered further messages that revealed the identity of the person who screenshotted the messages and uploaded them to Facebook. The student's girlfriend, after logging into his Snapchat account, discovered the messages between him and Ms. Andrews.
Oh, his
She was able to
girlfriend
piece
bad
together
dog.
the identity of Annalie after seeing a separate group chat in which the student admitted to his friends,
Little man was cheating on his girlfriend with the teacher. Little bro was going to the mansion. He said, I ain't going to see your mom and dad. I'm going to the teacher's mansion.
just a teacher. She then posted the messages online and confronted Ms. Andrews herself, also accusing her of victimizing other students. When Ms. Andrews returned to the station to retrieve her cell phone, she was questioned about these accusations.
Don't be offended, but I've got to ask you this. Has anything like this ever happened before with anybody else that's not quite old enough?
No, sir.
I mean, if it has, let's get it
It
over.
hasn't.
It has? Okay, all right. Will you give me a word on that?
I promise you.
Okay, all right. Then. Okay, well, thank you.
No evidence was uncovered that any additional children were victimized. Hours later, police arrived to arrest Ms. Andrews at her home.
Hi, Miss Andrews. Is Annalie here? Are you Annalie? You mind stepping outside for me real quick?
Yes, sir. I don't have these on.
All right, that's fine. All right, so I'm going to need to put your hands behind your back for me, okay?
So you're gonna go to county jail, okay, and you have to get a bond, okay? So ask for me, please, okay? There are several felony warrants, okay?
I know it's kind of a tough situation, but it's going to work itself out, all right? Try and breathe and stay calm, okay?
She can't take any books, nothing. No Bible, no nothing.
They'll have a Bible in there that she can ask to read.
In August of 2024, Annalie Andrews pleaded guilty to 4 counts of sexual assault of a child under 17 years old and 3 counts of online solicitation of a minor. On April 8, 2025, she was given a concurrent sentence of 2 years at the Texas Department of Corrections with 44 days credited for time served.
They took
and
it easy
fined
on her.
$5,000. She must also register as a sex offender.
No, they didn't. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. That's her whole career over with.